up, y'all? So, you know, it's 2026. And if you're like myself, you're selective with your energy. And if you're selective with your energy, on occasion, that can possibly make you feel lonely, alone in this big, big world. But I'm just here to remind you that you're never alone. And I actually am here to remind myself, because I'm sitting here, y'all, and I'm like, how could I feel lonely when there's over 1 billion people to talk to? There is over 1 billion people to talk to. I'm just here to let y'all know, because I understand some of y'all don't do YouTube. I get it. It's fine. Some of you don't even do social media. But anytime you feel alone, like I'm talking that drama, pull me, I'm sad, you feel alone, I just want you guys to remember there is over 1 billion people to talk to. You just lost your best friend because they're a flaw-ass bitch. Let me tell you something. There's 1 billion people to talk to. You just got out of a relationship because he or she is a fucking dumb-ass bitch. There's 1 billion people to talk to. If your family member did some flaw-ass shit because they're just a dumb-ass bitch, there is 1 billion people to talk to. I just wanted to start the video with that because I think we forget. And I know there's a lot of things that are not in our control, but I think we forget how much that we actually have in, how much is actually in our control. If you caught me there, you know, if you didn't, rewind that thing back real quick, but please catch that. You know how much, that's all this world wants to do is sit here and tell us, you don't got control, you don't have control, oh, no control for you, no control for you. Bitch, you know how much control you actually do have? I'm not saying you have control over everything. I'm not saying you have control over his actions, her actions, their actions, or anyone's actions. I'm not telling you that. But do you know how much control you actually have over your own life? They want us to be out here acting like, you're right. I can't control every outcome. I can't control another person. I cannot. I said, I want that to be clear because you're not clipping me. I cannot control the actions of another person. I cannot control how much somebody loves me. Even if I pour all my love into that person, you can't control anything. And again, please don't try to quote me and try to figure out my life. I'm talking generally. This is about relationships, family, friendships, acquaintanceships, associates. You know, I gotta make sure. Anyways, that's what it's about. It's about all of that. Because generally it all comes down to like, it's like the same thing. It's all the same thing. It all comes down to the same thing. So I'm sure you already saw the title of this. We can just get right into it. Cause you know, I don't even want to waste y'all time and just sit here and rant. It's funny, y'all. I have to tell y'all, me personally, who else would it be, right? So I was gonna name this video 10 Commandments. I am not religious. Before you go into this video, please know I am not religious. I am not political. Please don't come here and try to make me feel bad. I'm way past that, okay? You're not gonna make me feel bad because I'm on this frequency and you're somewhere on another frequency. But let it be known, I don't think I'm better than any human. I don't want any human to say I'm a messiah, a prophet, a life coach, I want you guys to take the advice that I have made for myself to live this life. And if it works for you, you utilize it, baby. You utilize it, baby. Don't praise me. Don't praise me, baby. Because we in this together and none of us are better than one another. But there are some things that I am not willing to deal with in this life. And that's just how it is. But let me get into it, right? And again, I'm not a doctor. I don't support majority of the doctors. I'm not going to say everyone because there's probably a good doctor somewhere. Just like it's always yin and yang. It's yin and yang. Even if it's 90% yang, is yang to whatever is the good. If it's 90%, there's still some yang. You know, if it's 90% bad, there's still some yang. It's yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? But that's really how it works. Okay? So I just want to get into this. Tips of life. That's what I was telling you. I was going to call it that's why I started with the religion stuff, because I was going to call it the 10 Commandments, but I don't want y'all, just do you. Again, if it works for you. If it don't, then it doesn't. You know, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm not gonna say the 10 rules because me personally, fuck the rules. I hate the rules because the rules were made by people trying to mess with other people, honestly, and take advantage of other people. But that's besides the point, right? So I'm gonna call this the tips of life. So that, and for me personally, I'm like, this is what I'm about to start doing next week. So today's Sunday, Monday, I'm gonna start doing this. And I already do it, but even more paying attention and being mindful and actually doing these things that I'm gonna tell y'all. Because I think that they're gonna help me make a better week, make a better life, just be better in general. And that's, I'm always for the growth, right? So, with that being said, without further ado, right? Is that it? Ado? Let's get it started, okay? Let's be great. I don't know. Cause this world is full of so much dread and despair and bullshit. And y'all political leaders got y'all worried about some war in other countries when there's a psychological war going around here. And if that was fixed, you know how many other problems would be fixed? If we knew who the fuck we was, if we stepped into our power, do you know? You know? Anyway. So yeah. Let's get into it. You know, I had to relayer it. It's funny, cause I have to make time for the gloss. Cause my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. I'm sitting at the locker and all the boys is chasing after school. What you know about me? What you know about? All right, let me get serious, but not too serious. That's what I'm learning. Never get too serious. Fuck these people, man. Fuck the system, man. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it all, okay? All right, I'm getting a little hype because let me get into it. Hold on. Let me check what's going on here. All right. Okay, we good here. All right, now we're into it. Tips of life. I feel like one of the most important things for us to embody as people, treat others as you want to be treated. Now, when I've said this to other people, they try to overcomplicate it. You know, people overcomplicate things and then simplify things. No, they overcomplicate the things that are simple and they simplify the things that are not black and white. And again, that's what I say. You know, just a little side note. I don't want to get too off topic here. But just a little side note, that's what I'm saying. You know what I realized? When you feel lonely, because that's how I started it, you really have to think about the people in this world, the principles, the character, everything are the people in this world. Do you fucking want to hang out with these fucking crazy ass, and don't come at me because you don't make me feel bad. Like the crazy ass retarded mental people, I don't want to hang out with them. And let me tell you something, cancel culture. You cannot cancel me, bitch. I am too confident. I am a queen. I am a goddess. You cannot cancel me, bitch. Remember that. Anyways, well, you can probably in your head, but I will never be canceled in my own head. This is the type of shit. Let me tell you something. Let me get an amen. All right, back to it. All right. So treat others as you want to be treated. Personally, guys, I feel like that's very, very important. That's one of the most important. That's why it's number one. That's the most important rule of life. And people try to overcomplicate this very simple concept. And again, it's just weird to me because. So I've said this to a lot of people, and I'm telling you, I've gotten the responses I've gotten back from, again, and it's not just people my age. I speak to people my age and the older people, some people younger. I love everyone's perspective. I love to hear it because I don't judge you. I want to hear what you have to say before I form judgment. So when I tell older people or just whatever, people in general, because we're not going to do that. If I tell people in general this, they're like, the first thing some people say, and this is what I realize, these humans, all they know how to do is make excuses for everything. There's no accountability, bro. And you think it's one group? No, it's a lot of them. There's no accountability in anything at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say, yeah, it's very simple. If you know you don't like something, then you won't do it to others. If you got treated a certain way and you know you didn't like it, then you will not do that onto others. They're like, this is the argument that a lot of people have that they stick to. Oh, well, you don't know where everyone came from. You don't know their upbringing. You don't know their environment. Nigga, if your daddy came home every single day and punched you in your fucking face, or if your daddy came home every single day and punched your little sister and your mother in the face, you hear that? Right. So either you got punched, you know that shit hurt. You saw your mom get hit, you saw your sister get hit. Somewhere along the lines, it clicked that shit hurt. I am so tired of hearing people with the excuses. The excuses. Oh, you never know how. Bitch, it's a conscious decision. You guys keep trying to jump over. It's a conscious decision. It's a choice. It's a choice. If you know you didn't want to be treated a certain way, you will not treat somebody else the exact same way. It doesn't take rocket science. You don't have to be a fucking brilliant, I don't fucking know, Einstein, I don't know. It doesn't take rocket science. Treat people the way you want to be treated. The problem is a lot of y'all parents and family members didn't put y'all on. So let me put y'all on, because I ain't got no kids. Maybe you've never heard this from anybody. I don't give a fuck about your excuse. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't really care if your grandpa came home drunk every single day. Nigga, you knew you didn't like it. So don't do it. Don't let these idiots get in your head telling you, No, I will sympathize with you, but then you need to act right. And I'm only saying that. My bad, y'all. I'm only saying it is so simple because it is. I understand we all come from different places. I understand we come from different environments. You do not treat somebody in a way you do not want to be treated. Okay? We won't spend too much time, even though I spent a lot of time on that. Number 2, remain unattached from all people, places, and things. Listen, I'm still dealing with this because, baby, I'm only human. But I am working on it because it really, matter of fact, number 2 actually ties into number 3. You cannot overlove someone else into loving you. You cannot just keep doing for somebody in whatever aspect, whether it's physical, financial, mental. You can't just keep doing stuff for somebody in the hopes that they're gonna love you properly. Let me tell you something. I learned that shit the hard way and multiple different times. So again, don't try to sit here and say, oh, her relationship, no, I learned that shit. The reason I am so intelligent the way I am, outspoken the way I am today, confident the way I am today, is because I put in so much work and I'm still working, bro. I got a long way to go. It's not, it's not, but whatever, but I am way better than I once was. And I've been through a lot. And my style is not to badmouth the motherfucker who broke me, to badmouth this bitch who hurt me, and that nigga who hurt me. That's not my style. It never been my style. Even if you see the funny videos in my past, like in my older YouTubes, and I'm putting y'all on game about something that was pretty traumatic to me, because I'm not gonna talk about something that's not, like, just to be petty. And I'm putting y'all, I don't badmouth people. I just don't move like that. Because one, I'm gonna let these people meet you, and they gonna see how you really are. And then you gonna miss me because nobody wants to be around your ass. Even if you don't miss me, y'all gonna let these people meet you for who you are and form their own judgment, baby. I don't spread rumors. I don't talk shit. I don't do drama, baby. And my intuition, baby, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is correct. Even if it takes a little time, my shit be correct. So I'm not really concerned, baby. I'm not really concerned. Like, real talk. Real talk. Oh my God. You be talking. You gotta make sure. And y'all probably like, bitch, you never have nothing on your mind. That's because I always make sure. Anyways, so again, I'm trying to breeze through it because I don't want it to be too long. Mind you, let me check my time here because I know I get long. I know I do. Okay, we got a good time. So like I told y'all, let's reread that real quick. You treat others as you want to be treated. Very important. Told y'all. And don't let people overcomplicate it. If you don't like something that is being done to you, don't you dare grow up and do that shit to someone else and try to justify that shit by saying it was done to you, because at that time, you lose. You're not a victim, nigga. Like, you're gonna put this on to other people. That's what I'm telling you. You need to, come on, man. Like, I just wanna, don't let people, because you let losers give you advice. Stop doing that shit. If you don't respect this bitch, or you don't like the way they live, or you don't like their personality, don't take advice from them. What the hell? I don't care if they're older than you. I don't care if they're the elder of the family. I don't care if it's a teacher, a principal, the president. Stop listening to these people that don't even live right, that are not even in tune with their motherfucking soul, cuh. Stop that. Remain unattached from all people, places, and things. Remain unattached from all people, places, and things, because once you become attached, I feel like, again, we as humans, you think something is owed to you, and I don't think it's on purpose. I think that sometimes it's subconsciously, and don't do that, because that, I feel like the only reason I'm saying this is very important, because this is where you don't have control over other people, okay? You have no control over anybody else, right? So, you gotta make sure you look good, because y'all, again, actually, I really don't care. Y'all can't clip me because I know I look good. I know I look good. I do. Clip me. Clip me. I know I look good. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. You can't hurt me, cuz. I'm just so hyped today. The energy is so real today. Let me bring it back, because I don't want y'all to miss the point. Okay? So you remain unattached from all people, places, and things so you can have your energy and reserve that energy for you. If you're in love with somebody, listen, like I told you guys, I'm not perfect. I'm still figuring it out. But don't get too attached to somebody where you can't breathe. A lot of us, including me, like in a relationship, you feel me? If I actually fuck with you, I want to be with you all the time. And that's because I'm a lover, baby. My heart is big. This world done try to tear this heart down, baby. I still got this heart. These motherfuckers were telling me I got heart when I was like 3 years old in all my sports, and I still got heart. And that's what, if you got heart like I got heart, baby, keep that heart. Keep it. We'll be back. We'll be back. Of course. I'm telling y'all, the energy be so good, interruptions come. That's it. We'll be back. And if I have to relocate, baby, I'll relocate to the forest, because that's where it radiates the most. The forest, not the mall. Not the place everybody's at, have the same pictures on the Instagram. None of them places. Let me tell you where my soul hits just right, in that forest. Forest. Okay. Anyway. Fix me up, man. So, let me go back to the list, y'all. Let me go back to the list. And I know I told y'all I'm not gonna repeat them. 1 through 3. Number 4. Fear nothing. You fear nothing. You fear nothing. What? Nothing. What the fuck? Don't fear a thing. Don't fear anything. Don't let these people sit here and tell you all this foolishness about, yes, because if you fear this and that, just don't fear anything. Walk around this earth like nothing could touch you. That's the energy you're gonna attract. Walk around this earth like nothing could touch you. If you walk around, I'm just using this as an example. If you walk around like, oh, I'm scared of a spider. Nigga, you thinking about the spider all the time, the spider gonna find you. Oh, I'm scared of drowning. That might have been a reach, but if you keep acting scared and then you jump into the water and you already have it made up in your head, I can't swim, I'm afraid. I don't know, you might drown. I'm sorry, but you might. You know, and that's just how that goes. If you walk around afraid of everything, that thing has control over you. You just basically waiting till you run into whatever the fear is, and then like that's what you're preparing yourself. Who cares, man? Like me personally, I'm telling you, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. If I die, I die. Don't get it. I think that snakes look weird. I'm not afraid of snakes. Because if you throw a snake at me, like, I'll be like, what the fuck? Type shit. What the fuck? Or a lizard, because they just so weird, but I'm not afraid of them. If I took the time, I'm open to go hold a snake. I'm open to go hold a lizard. You know, if I was around the right person, you know, I probably won't go into the forest and grab one. But I also don't walk around like I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. You know, that's why I have my disclaimer in the beginning about I'm not religious and stuff, because I'm not religious. I'm not afraid of God. Just a quick little backstory on that. That's not the main point of this. I know personally there's multiple gods, right? This is my theory. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not a priest. I am not a scientist. It's my theory. You know, who am I? I mean, I told y'all, baby, I'm a goddess. I'm a queen. I'm that person. So that's who I am. But you know, to you, you know, you can have your own opinions. So my theory about it, there's so many gods you can pray to. Of course, we are gods. We're gods and goddesses that got ripped the fuck off, and now we're stuck in this bitch, and we can't get to our powers in our true form because the food we eat, religion, politics, yeah, you know, everything else. So anyways, with that being said, there's multiple gods you can give your energy to. And of course, it's easy. They're gods. They're gonna give you earthly things, materialistic things. If you give all your energy to, that's why there's so many gods. That's why I always tell people, yeah, there's probably tons of gods. Jesus probably did walk around. I think the story of Jesus is mistold. I'm not religious. Don't get it twisted. I think that Jesus could have been this raw motherfucker, and but even the stuff that they say he was here to do, I think they misconstrued that. They lied about that. They misled with that type shit. You know what I'm saying? So even what he was really here to do, they made it go with their stupid ass religion. So I don't even think y'all really know what the man was here to do. Like, especially like when he was, the whole story, mind you, don't get it twisted. I have experience. Born and raised Catholic. I said fuck no. In my 20s at some point. It's been years. But I said fuck no. Anyways, that one story about, and I'm just telling y'all that so y'all don't sit here, you don't know what you're talking about. Have you given it a try? Yeah, bitch. It's deceiving. If you ask me, that's the devil. You think the devil is there? You think the devil is horns? Bitch, you would be surprised, but that's not the point of this goddamn video, baby. Like I said, y'all know that one story when that man came, he went in there and he tore up the temple, and they said because they was doing stuff, selling stuff like that, just, you know, being naughty, basically. I'm not gonna go into it, but even that, I feel like they misled you. And if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Maybe he was really mad about something else. Maybe your favorite church was deceiving the people. Maybe your favorite church was lying. Maybe your favorite priest and pastor was lying to the people because they learned this religion can make a profit and control the masses. But baby, we're not getting into that because that's not what this is about. You hear me? I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck, okay? So like I said, because I don't want to make it too, it's already long. Fear nothing. Fear nothing. And mind you, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and make a part 2 of this. I don't want it to be too long. So yeah, I'll probably do a part 2. But I'm going to talk about it a little bit more, and then we'll go to the part 2 because there's 12 tips on this, tips of life, that I want to get through. So number 5, how about we'll stop at 6, no, we'll stop at 7. Chill. Because I feel like even that whole thing that was part of something bigger, baby. Nah, anyways, okay, so fear nothing, okay? And number 5, I feel like this is important. I feel like you should only be making intentional eye contact. Again, these are my opinions. These are my theories, guys. You don't have to listen to me. If you don't like what I'm saying, get the fuck off the video, baby. Yeah, man, like I said, though, I think it's very important. And let me tell you why. I feel like that's energy harvesting. Energy harvesting through your eyes, through conversation, through touch. And when someone is really, really persistent with with trying to get your attention, I genuinely feel like, and sometimes, guys, I feel like those people are not even aware of what they're doing. Some people are aware, and they're intentionally trying to fuck with you and your energy and your aura and your whatever you call it, whatever word that's what I'm saying. But sometimes, bro, I feel like people's energies is so low that something goes off in the sensors when you come around, and the sensors are like, again, it's not conscious thinking. I think subconsciously the something goes off in the sensors are like when there's higher energies around you. And then I think for some people, that thing goes off, and again, unconsciously, they're trying any kind of way to get some kind of energy transfer from you. So I'm talking, for example, you're in the gym and you're on you're doing 10-pound weight, 15-pound free weights like this, and the guy a guy walks over and he's asking you about the fucking the chest press, which has 345 plates on there. You don't listen to him. You have your headphones on. You're minding your business. He sees that. Nigga, you know I'm not doing that. You know I'm not doing that shit. What are you doing? Persistent though. Persistent. Until you take your headphones off, make eye contact, and engage with this nigga. That's what you needed, huh? And you don't even, it doesn't always have to, because me personally, I don't engage with, when I peep that those people that are around me doing that, whether it is subconscious or unconscious, it's not my problem. I don't want you to harvest my energy. I'm sorry that your energy is low. Whether you know it or not, you cannot have mine. Please leave me alone, bro. I keep that stuff minimal. I have another person. I'm gonna use the gym. I'm always at the gym. I'm always at the gym. So I got so many stories and so many weirdos at the gym. Another guy, right? He was decent in the beginning, but like literally in the beginning, I mean like like not too long. I just started peeping stuff early, right? And I don't badmouth, but he just was flawed. He did something weird, and after that, I completely cut ties. I used to say hi, not really, but I mean whatever. I would be like, you know, kind of like hey. But after that, I don't make eye contact. I don't talk to him, and every time I go to this place, shouting down the hallway to talk to me, yelling to talk to me, continuously trying to reach out until I take my headphones off to talk to me. But that's not the only thing. Always trying to get some kind of touch. That's where it's weird to me. Why are you always touching me? Touch on the shoulder. And see, other people be like, oh, you're paranoid. I'm not paranoid. You guys have to understand that's how serious this shit is. Why are you touching me? Why every time I come around, I know at this point now, guys, it's been months. I'm distant. I'm never rude. I'm distant. I'm not, when you speak to me, I'm just very low energy, like, hey, because I'm respectful. Even though that's another thing, it's a very iffy. I'm respectful, and sometimes I'm learning that one, so I'm not going to drop knowledge on that part until I fully get it myself. But anyway, you see, I'm not fucking with you, but you always going out to way. Y'all be like, oh, no, they're not, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Understand whether and with this person, I can't tell if it's subconscious or unconscious. I'm sorry, consciously or subconscious, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. Unconscious, subconscious, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what I'm saying. If I did say it wrong, it's because I'm just talking, but correct me. Whether it's unconsciously or subconsciously, consciously, whatever. That's a problem that I don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I'll keep going. I will keep going. All right. For number 6, we're gonna say well, let me see my time, guys. Let me see my time, because this is already it's getting a bit long, man. All right, let's run through number 6 real quick. I'm gonna end this video, and there will be a part 2. Number 6, never trust a human, man or woman who refers to themselves as a messiah, life coach, or a prophet. Don't trust those people. How you a life coach? It's your first time on earth. How you a prophet and you bleed blood like me? How you was a prophet? What? Did I miss something? How are you a messiah? Don't let a human tell you what to do, guys. Don't let another human tell y'all what to do. Just don't do that. These people know as much as you. And that's what I'm saying. You only realize certain things as an adult, and then you have to rewind it back and tell little you, oh, that shit was cap as fuck, cuz. Don't worry about none of that shit. Because they don't even know what they're talking about. People do not know what they're talking about. People want to just, yo, it's crazy. People get mad at the again, politicians. People get mad at self-proclaimed prophets. People get mad. But everybody low-key is trying to harvest energy, acquire power, be the top dog. And some people don't even know. Like, I'm just like, I wonder if that's just a natural instinct because you know how it is in the forest. You know how it is with the animals. You know, obviously we're different than animals, but there's some things that we all have in common. And I'm just like, is it this fight for power? Is it this fight for, because people love, they love it, bro. People just, it's very weird to me how you're so obsessed with power. But again, I feel like that goes into the fact that you're not fulfilled. Your soul is not fulfilled. You're not happy in your own self. And people will sit here and deny it and act like they're trying to achieve greatness, achieve greatness, achieve greatness. Nigga, you shouldn't need to suck the power from other people, harvest the energy from other people to feel all these people at that. Not even just one, 5, 10, the more the better. But they look at other people, they look at these other people, these dictators and stuff, and you think you're any different. How? If you had the opportunity and the chance, you know how many of these people, like y'all have to always remember, you know how many of these people would take it? People would take it. You just didn't get the opportunity. That's why, honestly, you can't, like, y'all have to be mindful. Like, that's why I say when you actually start getting in tune with your, I did an upside down heart. When you actually start getting in tune with your actual heart, your actual soul, and that's the only way I can explain it to people. And if you know, you know. I don't know, you just know better. I ain't trying to steal Maya Angelou's words either. Know better, do better. Nah, I'm just saying, if your heart and your soul is in tune and you're in tune with like the universe, bro, you're gonna know some stuff. Like, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just like, I can't really sit here and like break it down. Like, if you know what to do, you know what to do. But you have to, everybody wants to skip steps. Yeah. You know, I don't want to cough. Because I already coughed once. And then you guys are going to act like I'm a monster. So let me lower my tone so I don't have to cough. But like I said, guys. Like I said, number 6 is never trust a human man or a woman who refers to themselves as a messiah, life coach, or prophet. People don't know what the fuck they're doing. These motherfuckers don't have the blueprint. Half these motherfuckers are selling their soul for the blueprint that they think is the blueprint. That's not even the blueprint. It was just a blueprint printed by people who are trying to mislead you. How are you going to listen to them? These people don't know. Again, I feel like all these systems are in play to keep having you search outside of self for answers. That if you were in tune with your soul and mind and all that stuff, like I was just saying, bro, you'd be pretty good. You'd be pretty good. Let me check here, man, because you know. All right, I'm going to end this one. I might relocate for part 2, but I want to get part 2 out while I'm good today. I really want to get, this is coming out. So I hope that this can reach somebody who needed to hear it. I didn't rehearse. I didn't do all the theatrics because that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to keep it a buck. I feel like a lot of people come on here to impress. I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that shit, baby. I'm crazy, baby. But I'm a lover too, baby. I'm an introvert too, baby. I'm everything, man. But that shit is reserved for me. I give y'all a little personality. But, because, you know, that's what I don't mind it. I don't mind spreading the energy, spreading the love. But don't meet me out in public thinking I'm just this woofy goofy. Cause I ain't. And if you rude as fucking disrespectful, baby, let me tell you something. I don't even gotta tell you. I know, let me tell you something. That's why I say you don't make eye contact with everybody, but let me tell you something. Look in my eyes real quick. Don't fucking play with me, alright? I'm gonna do a part 2. This is great. I'll catch y'all.